It's November 5th, and this is Mike Dirksen talking. And we're going to talk through briefly the program for the software development. First of all, this group of courses would remain the same for everybody. So all three disciplines would take these three courses. So that fall term for the first year would be the same for everybody. Now the next year, and we'll go through the terms more specifically, operating systems would be the same for everybody, but then these would be new. Now, depending on the other students' schedules, those would be good courses, these right here. These would be good for any students. What a student would have to be careful about, if they picked up one of these, then they would have to look to where they fill in the electives, because they wouldn't want to skip the other ones that fit one of the other programs. And we'll look at all the programs here in a little bit. We want this course here to be a hybrid during the summer, and we'll teach it during the May term. That way then the second term, the June, July term, or whatever they call it, students could pick up some of their electives that are offered during the summer. And so then we would be done, the IT students could be done at the end of May. Also, we have, I don't know if we can sneak any high school kids into this course based on their schedules or whatever. We've done that in the past. Actually, it wasn't a high school kid, it was a junior high kid. All right. Then this term, this would be the same for everybody. And these would be new. Well, they're not new, actually, I'm on the books, but those would be courses that would really be just for the software development. I'm just going to call it SD, software development. And these would be then a little more, more challenging. Then in that fall, that would be the fall, their second year, and then following along my same path here, this again would be a course for everyone. And that course would be really good in terms of it allows us to use students from three separate facets. All three programs take that, and so they work together in one capstone to solve problems, and that's really what the course is about, solving problems. This we want to leave kind of wide open as a either an internship or an independent study, and I don't know if there's something on the books that we would use for that or create something new. We would love to get all the students an internship, but I think in the programming part might be pretty tough. And this was, of course, strongly encouraged by the advisory committee to create a new one that goes well beyond the basics here. Though we would never claim to be the terminology full stack, but we would give students a pretty good step to that direction if they wanted to pursue that. All right. Based on some of the people we interviewed, especially the people at Kingland, they thought if we had these two classes, they'd be pretty excited about giving somebody a shot that came through this program. The both of these, I believe, transferred to Iowa State, so that helped when we talked about it. And then we've got, I don't know, as far as we could adjust some of these electives. So let's look at how it would lay out. Okay, then first term, comp and college essentials. A couple of the other programs we varied the English, but I was thinking, we would start out, and I don't know how you do that. You could do some wars, I suppose, but I'm thinking comp 1 and then taking comp 2 that second year. And then the rest of these, are same as the other programs. So that'd be that fall semester. And then second term, I guess you call it the spring semester. This would be the same for everybody. And then this, even though I'd encourage a lot of the other students to take that, if they fit it in and they could move some of their gen ed stuff, I thought this was a good place to go ahead and put the engineering course. I could talk to Dave Berneman. He teaches that, and maybe get a better feel for that. If he thought a student in their spring term that has one term under the belt, this course here, it's really nice course for understanding web and how it works. And it's not a difficult course. It won't challenge them, because I'm thinking here the engineering course, even though it's a 181, could be challenging. And of course comp 2 can be a challenge. Maybe if they're thinking in independent business, maybe a business class there would be better. Then everybody, summer for security, get their first real solid background on security. And then the fourth term, these are more challenging. The database will be a challenging course for them. Data structures. I believe the advisory group were thinking data structures a little bit early on, but as I look at the schedule, I wanted to get this engineering in here. And so I just thought maybe that would be better for them. Data structures can be a little daunting. It's really a different look. It's a pure computer science class. So, but anyway, a lot of four-year schools, they get their data structures in the first, second year. So this is about right timing-wise. The Java, it's on the books. I don't know where that'll go in the future, but we could always change that later on, change a course out there. And then their calculus course. I put calc here thinking somewhere along the line here they may have to pick up maybe a math course, squeeze one in somewhere to get them prepped for calc. But if they're not prepared for calc, I'm not sure this two-year program is their best bet. So they get that done in the fall. And then in the spring we have capstone, where they're working with all the other students on campus with whatever project we're doing. They're going to try to get some kind of independent study or a CIS, and this could be just a project. They could even be in groups. The more advanced web, where they really apply, they'll really apply some of the coding, a lot of their coding skills that they've had through here. And then I'm not sure I listed a business. We listed, I should say, this business here. So we got 15 hours each term, with the exception of the summer. So I believe I had that right. 63 hours. And I did not check to make sure we covered I don't know, is it 20 hours? I don't even know if we call them gen eds anymore. I'm not sure. But that general education, I'm not sure if we got the right number of hours there or not. We might have to fudge a few things. But that's the idea. And then the last page